Pastor Joe. Welcome to this week's Hubcap. Thanks for coming and checking out our YouTube site. Make sure you tell your friends. It's real easy. All they have to do is go to youtube.com/user/studenthub to get the weekly Hubcap. Now, what do we want to do this week? First of all, is give you guys a little bit of an update. We have a dead tie coming out of the activity part, the competition part of the last 2 weeks. We've got the junior high boys and junior high girls, Maine Endwell, and the blue team have not yet won one of the competitions, but Owego Tioga and Vestal and UUE have actually won the last 2 weeks' competitions. So, what that doesn't include is the rest of the scorecard. We're going to update that for you first thing on Sunday night at the Hub. So whatever team that you are on, you can earn points. Especially, you get 10 points for every single chapter you read from Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, or Colossians. So jump in and check those out. Now, what we want to do is get to this week's message recap. What we understand from Colossians is that as Paul writes a letter to these believers in this city of Colossus, he says to them right in the first chapter, in fact, it's the 10th verse, he says, you will grow as you learn to know God better and better. I don't know about you, but that sounds really good to me. I want to make sure that my life is not just staying the same. I don't want to be dealing with the same junk 5 years from now that God's working out of my life right now. The good news is this. God says that if we lose our focus, if we lose our passion, if we just kind of don't understand where we are, if we lose our way, that we can regain that focus. We can actually concentrate on something that's effective to help us to grow. He tells us in Colossians 3:1, he says, set your sights on the reality of heaven. Well, what are those realities? What are the realities of heaven? Well, the fact is this. God created us. God wants a relationship with us. He sent his son Jesus to die for us and then to rise again so we can have a relationship with him. This is what I would call some good news that's worth checking out. In fact, it's worth focusing on. So Colossians 3:2 actually says, think about the things of heaven, not the things of earth. So what we get to do is say, you know what? I don't want to focus on all the things that don't matter. A lot of people in your school, they probably focus on this. They focus on what they're wearing. Well, not this shirt in particular. They'd be like, what are you, old? They focus on, is their hair just right? Do they look the best? Are they in the right teams? Do they have the right friends? People tend to focus on a lot of the things that are on the outside, that in the long run, they're just not going to matter that much. But you know what? God says he's concerned about what's on the inside of you. And that's what he wants to help you pay attention to. So this week, set your sights on the realities of heaven. And guess what? This is not something that we can really successfully do by ourselves. God meant this to be a team sport. So get in the game and find a small group.